Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
Welcome back to Talk Law Radio. I'm Todd Marquardt here with Shannon Roberta Salmon. Used to go by San Antonio Shannon.
Yeah. I went through a couple alterations.
So this is the fourth segment. It's our legacy segment.
And now it's time for the Talk Law Radio Legacy Spotlight. What's your legacy? Sponsored by Marquardt Law Firm.
Shannon, you know Marquardt Law Firm sponsors the show.
I do. I'm a fan, yes.
And attorneys at Marquardt Law Firm focus on business and estate law, including last wills, living trusts, and tax-protected inheritance plans. Mm-hmm. It's all about legacy.
I know, right? Yeah.
And so I like to ask my guest about legacy.
Are you going to answer too?
Yes.
Okay.
You're my special guest today, and I was remembering that you represent people down at the courthouse and you help them protect their constitutional rights. Can you give some examples?
Can I tweak what you said a little bit? Because the way it was presented to me, and I really bought into this hardcore, I am not protecting those people. I am literally protecting the Constitution. So every time I go, let's say a case gets dismissed and people might say, oh, well, that wasn't justice done because that person was obviously guilty and, how can you live with yourself? How can you sleep at night? Well, I was protecting the Constitution. So you random person out there, I protected your rights by making sure that they follow the law.
Right. The police have to follow the law.
Right.
They can't just grab somebody and throw them in the car and drive them down to the police station for no reason.
And that's how I'm able to approach cases in a non-judgmental way as well, because I'm not looking at your behavior. I'm just looking, can they prove it beyond a reasonable doubt? And we have to defend our constitutional rights, the rule of law.
Right. Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches and seizures.
Right, that's a big one. So as you can imagine, a lot of the cases are, maybe somebody was driving around with drugs or something illegal. Mm-hmm. So when they stop the car, there's a whole body of case law and statutes that have been built up as to the proper protocol to search the car. So just like we talked about a minute ago, it can't be just the whim of the police officer. You don't live in a free country anymore if the officer can just decide whether you've broken the law or not, and it's true. So the first step, as coming at it, I've been on both sides. I've been a prosecutor as well, but coming at it from a defense perspective, you have a checklist, and so you're looking for flaws in the case. So anything that you can find where the state does not have a clear-cut road to prove this person is guilty, that can give you some leverage. You can maybe get the case dismissed. You can get a better deal. So one of the big things on that checklist is, did they follow the proper procedure in a search? Because we have a Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures. So that whole case law, that body of case law is fascinating, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I interned for the district attorney's office in my hometown one summer, and I had to research search and seizure law, and I wrote a memo, and one of the DAs, he said, I used your memo almost every day.
Love it.
And, people would ask me, well, why didn't you just become a prosecutor?
Right.
And it's because they don't make very much money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No,
and you had young kids at the time.
I really didn't want to do law and order. I don't really appreciate following authority.
Right.
And so I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to have my own business. I'm an entrepreneur.
Right.
But you know what I learned from watching Cops?
Tell me.
That of all the people transporting drugs out there, you can tell who they are by whether or not their lights work.
How's that?
Because if
Mark's laughing at you. He's mocking you.
If your tail light is out, the cops can stop you.
Okay.
And that's how they know you have narcotics in your car.
Right, right.
Because
my friends tease me. Yeah.
They get stopped for tail light out and have narcotics in their car. That's it. That's just by way of example from watching Cops for so many years.
Yeah, okay. You've gleaned some knowledge here.
Yeah, so if you have a taillight out, you have to get it fixed.
If you were running drugs, you'd be the perfect cover. You realize that, right?
I don't know.
Mild-mannered podcaster by day.
I don't know why criminals haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. My friends tease me because I drive super slow. And I always joke that I drive like I have 20 kilos of coke and a dead body in the trunk. Like, that's how I drive.
But you don't.
But I don't. Let's be clear.
Nobody should be calling the police right now.
You're so funny.
The other part of legacy that I wanted to talk about is that if you don't sign a power of attorney, giving somebody permission to make decisions for you in case you become incapacitated, then they're going to have to drag you in front of a guardianship judge. And the judge is going to take away your civil rights.
How would they even get you there if you're not competent? Or I guess they would just...
Well, they can have a police or a hospital escort drag you down to the courthouse.
Wow.
But it all starts with filing a lawsuit against you for being incapacitated
Very
without
unpleasant. This sounds
legal
awful.
documents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer now is just
Well, the
do it ahead
answer
of
is
time.
to sign a power of attorney, a durable
But how
power
can you
of
trust
attorney.
somebody? I mean, you're really trusting them with, like, how do you help people choose who to give that power to?
Well, I tell them to choose somebody who's trustworthy, that is worthy of trust.
So a lot, yeah, okay.
And what I've told my kids is that if you can't keep your cell phone charged, you're not going to be my power of attorney.
Oh.
Because you want somebody that's responsible.
Well, I can't
also.
be yours then, because I have a really bad habit of that.
Well, and if you have Life 360 on your phone, which my kids call mom and dad surveillance, it tells us when their cell phone is at less than 10%.
Okay.
And so that's how I know that they don't keep their cell phone charged. But what it does is it holds them accountable, because they can't say, oh, I didn't respond to your call or text because my cell phone died. We know that it wasn't dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it also tells us how fast they drive.
Really?
And
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know that.
recently, I went to Florida for a business trip. And after I got back, my mother-in-law said that Life 360 showed her that I was going 435 miles per hour.
Right.
She wanted to know how I achieved that.
You were in a speedboat?
No, it was the airplane.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then she also noticed that several other family members had been speeding excessively. And she said, well, what's everybody else's excuse?
Right, yeah.
But anyway,
They were being chased by a bear.
my legacy point today is don't let guardianship happen to you, because the judge says you do not have the right to vote, you do not have the right to marry,
Yeah.
you do not have the right to decide where to live or to make medical decisions or to make financial decisions, and they appoint somebody that's going to be in your best interest.
Wow, you would hate that.
I would.
You're such a
Yeah.
rebel.
So you want to sign a durable power of attorney and a medical power of attorney. But you're right. You do have to identify somebody that you trust.
Yeah.
And a handful of people have come to me over the years and said, but Todd, I don't trust anybody.
Right, I can see how that would happen.
And you know what? They say, I trust you.
Nice. Oh, very good.
And so I've
Yeah.
been,
I would too. I trust
I've
you.
been power of attorney for a couple of my clients. And
Yeah.
I have to pay their bills, and I have to make sure that they go to the doctor, and so I just do, what's in their best interest.
Yeah. I would let you be my power of attorney. Get me a foxy nurse if something happens to me.
Okay. Like a blonde from Poland.
I don't know.
I have told my wife that,
Uh-huh.
hey, if something bad happens to me, get me somebody from Sweden.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Because, my kids, they can barely take care of themselves, tie their own shoes, and hold down a job and pay their own bills. So I do have friends that I would trust that probably won't leave me on the sidewalk and rob me blind.
Exactly. Yeah. And take care of Lexi.
And so I do encourage you, if you don't have people that you trust, go to church, develop some friendships with people that share the same values and philosophies that you do.
Yeah. We're so disconnected these days. The technology was supposed to...
That reminds me, yes. Here in San Antonio, you can go celebrate Independence Day. And there are some different ways to do that.
Yeah.
You can
Come
go
be with your community. We want to see
Woodlawn
you.
Lake and watch the fireworks.
But that really good one was on that Padre Drive?
Padre Drive, 6030 Padre Drive.
Yeah.
That's the red, white, and bear celebration.
That one looked really good.
Today, 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. You can go to Hemisphere Park and watch the fireworks. You can go to Retama Park
Where
and
are
watch
you going?
horses race. I'm going to go to a concert at Trinity Baptist Church.
Nice.
That's this afternoon, and then I'm going to be cooking hamburgers and hot dogs in the backyard, sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, fun. Put a live. I want to watch it.
Okay. And then fireworks are illegal in the city of San Antonio.
You wouldn't know it. I tell you what, on New Year's Eve and other...
If you get cited for that, call Shannon. What's your number, Shannon?
210-734-VISA or 210-734-8472.
And if you get a citation, don't escalate it further.
Thank you.
By arguing with the officer.
Right.
And
the side of the road is not where you exercise your constitutional rights. Don't argue. You just comply. It's a monarchy when you're on the side of the road.
Yeah. Be nice, be respectful.
True.
Make sure that if you are using fireworks in unincorporated Bexar County.
No, don't. Just don't.
Okay.
You're an officer of the court. You can't advise people to violate the law.
It's okay if you're outside the city limits.
Oh, okay.
We got to take a break. This is the end of the show. Talk to you
later. Happy 4th. We love you, America.
Bye.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Most families don't realize they have hidden legal blind spots until it's too late. Wills, trusts, Medicaid planning, even protecting a business. These are the kinds of issues attorney Todd Marquardt helps uncover before they become problems. Todd is the host of Talk Law Radio, where each week he guides listeners through the legal challenges families, veterans, and business owners face, while showing them the practical steps to protect what matters most. Catch Talk Law Radio, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 6:30 a.m. The Word, and now in Houston on AM 1070 and 103.3 FM The Answer, or anytime on YouTube. Planning isn't just about documents. It's about peace of mind, security for loved ones, and building a legacy that lasts. Don't wait for a crisis. Do it before you die.